Hey everybody, this is Riker Rider, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Paper Mario. I'm going to show you around Flopside this update. This building on the first floor is the Flopside card shop. It functions differently from the Flipside card shop. You can buy catch card SPs here for 100 coins apiece. And you can actually buy... you can actually choose what cards you buy instead of just getting random ones. And another thing you can do is in this shop you can actually sell cards. But I don't feel like selling anything because I really don't need the money. It turns out that there's a really nice way of getting money in the next chapter, and I'll demonstrate that when I get to that point. One thing you'll notice about Flopside is that everything turns the opposite way. Like when you flip, or when you enter a door in Flopside, it goes the opposite direction. This is the kitchen from their place, but the difference with this kitchen is that you mix two items instead of one, and you get not yet. I'll demonstrate that much later on, that some of the items you can get only from here, but they're going to be really useful. There's really some great stuff that you can get there, including emergency rations. That's the main thing that I get from there. I won't be able to demonstrate that until later, but they'll be really useful and you'll see why. This is the shop, and they sell different items here than in Flipside. There's actually some pretty nice stuff in here. Unlike in the other Paper Mario games, you can actually buy Ultra Shroom Shakes here. They're very expensive, but you're going to want them about Chapter 6. And this is a much more efficient way to store money, because Gold Bar times 3 sells for 290 coins. That's the best way to store money. You can buy gold medals that are going to be worth 10,000 points, but there's not really much point to, because of the loop in Chapter 5 that I will demonstrate when I get there. That's Flopside Tower. We don't need to go there until World 8. That's the inn, exactly the same as in Flipside. And this is the fortune tellers. Serves the same purpose as the one in Flipside. Speaking of Flipside, I'm going to go there, and I'd like to demonstrate something, so I will be right back. And we're back. As I have received numerous requests from people, I'm going to just go ahead and demonstrate the Pit of 100 Trials now. I'm not actually going to complete it, but I am going to attempt it. Alright, here we go. This is your basic setup for the Pit of 100 Trials. You have a room with a bunch of enemies, and oh, I got lucky. One of them has a key to the door, and then that door leads to the next room. There are 100 rooms in total, as you would expect. Every 10th room is a bonus room, where there is a prize for you, and the final room has a boss, where there is a special prize. I'm gonna see how far I can get on what I have right now, which probably isn't going to be very far. Out of curiosity, what do I have for items? The Ultra Shroom Shake I don't want to use. So I'm just going to see how far I can get on my 27 hit points. most likely I'm going to be splitting this off into... Shit. I'm doing really badly. Yeah, I'm going to split this up. The rooms get harder later on, but generally for every chapter you've completed, you should be able to go what, like 10 rooms? Except for the first. So, since I finished chapter 4, I should be able to go safely as far as room 50. But if I ever start to run low on health, I'm going to back out. Come on. This is also a nice place to get points, but there's a much easier way to do it. I don't want to over-level like I did in my first playthrough. I was like level 25 or something ridiculous when I was at the final boss. I mean, you're supposed to be at a high level, but not that high. You're supposed to finish the game around like 20, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll see how it goes. There we go. There's the key. They throw some really nasty rooms at you. And what you have to do sometimes is just hope you get the key early. Because there are some enemies later on in the pit that will deal you around 10 damage. Which is why you want to have the emergency rations. And I will, jeez. Ah! Oh, there's the key. Enemies do drop items here, and you really want to hope for healing items. What I would actually bring here if I was going to make a serious attempt to get all the way to the bottom would be... what would I bring? I would end up bringing probably 8 healing items and 2... what's it called? Oh, I would bring some healing items and some attack items. 8 heals and 2 attacks. So you have, like... If you bring all emergency rations here, since you can hold 10 items, you'll have 500 HP of buffer, which is why I wouldn't recommend making a serious attempt at this place until you have 50 HP, so you can make full use of the emergency rations. When I will make a serious attempt at this, but most likely it will be post-game. I'm guessing it will be the first thing I do after I beat the game, and you won't have to watch all of this in real time. I'm more than likely going to speed the video up and just pausing to show what the prizes are. You get some pretty decent stuff for finishing the pit. Oh, a dried shroom. Dried shrooms are more helpful than you think because you'll find enemies that deal poison, and basically dried mushroom is just an antidote. Okay, this is the first reward chest, and all of the reward chests are pixel cards. They don't do anything, they're just for collection, and also this guy randomly shows up, and he'll sell you items. It's really nice to see him when you, wow, this is beautiful. I've never gotten this good of an item from him. but since this isn't a serious attempt, I'm just going to not buy anything from him. But this guy can be a lifesaver later on.